Hello and welcome to historic Bowditch Field in Framingham, Massachusetts on Friday, November 14th for SportView's award-winning production of Holliston Panther Football 2025. It's found only on Holliston Hub HCAT. Tonight the Panthers face the Framingham Flyers for the 8th time since 1900. My name is Tom Emmons, and alongside is my co-host, the legend, Jay Wyman. Jay, the Panthers face the Flyers for the first time since Summer Passing League. What do you expect to see from Holliston against Framingham tonight?
Well, I'll tell you, I kind of think Holliston might be throwing the ball a little bit more than usual. They're really banged up. They're banged up in the backfield and everything, and getting the ball outside. And I think you might see Jack McDonald being very involved in this game. It could be a good game. Framingham has just an incredible player, Nick Duarte, who is really special. Number 0.
Almost 1,500 yards and 15 touchdowns on the season.
Yeah, so you kind of want to watch them on the running plays. You want to contain him, and you're going to have to tackle him, and that's not going to be easy. But if you can contain him, tackle him, and then you can let your defense kind of come up and cover against the pass. A couple things I will say about tonight's game. Possibly you might see some trick plays from Framingham. One of them is if they're going for an extra point, you might see them just the guy who's the holder just stand up and go for 2. So little things here you might see. You might see some passing here and there. But the big thing is, like I say in everyone, you got to play a clean game, no turnovers, few penalties, contain on defense, and go deep on offense.
We'll be back with the opening kickoff in just a few moments. Framingham comes into this game with a record of 4-4. They are in Division I, made the playoffs this year. Faced a tough St. John's Prep team last week and lost 38-0. Their head coach is Chris Collins. The Panthers, on the other hand, are 5-4 in the season in Division IV. Their head coach is Mike Uroff in his second season with Holliston. They had a tough game against Duxbury last week as they lost 39-12. But the star of the show is Max Murrow, who had 259 all-purpose yards and 2 touchdowns, accounting for both of the Panthers' scores.
Well, both these teams, they both lost in the first round of the playoffs. And if you don't think this game means something to them, both teams, you're crazy, because you've got a lot of seniors here. This is the second to the last game. You have a lot of underclassmen who are looking to show some points for next year.
Brodsky's kick comes down to the 17. Still rumbling, no whistle. Finally brought down at the 41-yard line. That's where the Flyers will start 1st and 10.
You know, you talk about how we saw this team back in July. Back in the passing league, these two teams, of course, it was 7-on-7. It was all passing, no running, and no real blocking or anything, or tackling or anything like that. No pads or anything. But it was a passing camp, so they kind of know each other a little bit.
1st and 10 for the Flyers. Their quarterback is number 15, David Fabrini, a junior, thrown for 330 yards and 3 touchdowns. But the green shoes behind him, Nick Duarte on the first play from scrimmage, tackle for a short gain.
Well, he's the one you want to watch, as I said, and he's just really one of these special players that you get to see every so often. You know, Tom, I told you, gained over 1,500 yards this year as a senior. He's a junior, I think.
He's
right?
a junior captain.
He's only a junior, right? So he's a special player. You got to contain him. You got to tackle him. That's going to be kind of tough. He's something. I don't know. He weighs, I think, a little over 200 pounds.
2nd down and 7 for the Flyers. Pitch to Duarte, tries the left side, finds some room up the sideline. He's tough to bring down. Got some speed for a big guy.
Yeah, you want to get those big running backs. What you want to do is you want to get them going sideline to sideline, because once they turn upfield, they get their momentum going. They're a lot tougher to tackle. So if you can string them out and tackle him before he can make the turn, that's going to help it a little bit, but it's still going to be a tough task.
25-yard gain to the 36 of Holliston. 1st and 10 Flyers. Duarte again, this is the right side, right tackle. Saw Brodsky in on that one. But a gain of 4 or 5. What do you know about this Flyer line, Jay?
The line is really big. They have good size, both the offensive and defensive line. They got some big players in there who do pretty well. You're gonna have to beat them with quickness, and then if they come up the middle, you're really gonna have to have your safeties come up and help with the tackling, because they take up a lot of space.
2nd and 5. There's Duarte on the right tackle, off the right tackle. Holliston stops him, but not after a gain of 4 yards.
Well, that's a good job by Holliston. You need your help coming up from the back, your linebackers and everything coming up, and to keep him inside, because if he gets off tackle like that and he cuts to the outside, he's going to be gone.
You got to wait for the changeup. Number 2, Zara Michaelian. He's got 225 yards receiving and rushing. He's the other pair of lime green shoes out there on the Flyer offense.
And this is where you may want to show some pressure.
3rd down and 1. Hands it off to Duarte. Wow, he's a bull to bring down. You can see how he's gotten 1,500 yards on the season. Flyers have another 1st down.
Now what happens, and we've talked about this a lot, as they get closer to the end zone, the safeties can play up a little bit. They don't have to be so concerned with the pass. They can play up a little bit, because it looks like tonight they're going to try and ride Duarte and maybe get him a lot of yardage tonight.
He's already got 40 yards on this drive.
You got to be a little careful here with the pass.
Handoff to Michaelian. That's the changeup they use on the counter.
He's fast, he's quick, he has a good acceleration, he cuts very well. 7:29 left to go. And who's got the first quarter this week?
Good question, Jay. First quarter is Main Effort Financial, our sponsor for tonight's broadcast. 7:21 in the Main Effort Financial first quarter. So we got a timeout, no score, just before a 2nd down and 6.
This is right. I talked a little bit about some of the. I'm not so necessarily going to call them trick plays, but plays like reverses and throwing passes off reverses, that kind of stuff. You got to be a little concerned with that, and we'll see how Holliston plays that. If they play man to man, it's not that big of a deal. But if you play zone and you get caught going the wrong way, it could be trouble.
2nd and 6 for the Flyers. Inside handoff to McCallion.
He fumbled.
But the ball was on the ground. It looks like the Flyers recovered. Third and 6. Bit of a break there for the Flyers.
A break kind of for both teams. Clock running, 6:15 left to go in the Main Effort Financial first quarter.
Pitch to Duarte. Makes the left corner. Lowers the shoulder. Touchdown Flyers.
That's what he can do. That's why I say the first things I told you tonight, you have to contain him, and then you got to tackle him. And right there, unfortunately, Holliston did neither of those. He was able to get to the outside and just bull his way down. He's a big back, but he's not like one of these big, the guys you have with the big calves and the big thighs. I mean, he's not one of those. He's a big kid, strong kid, fast. Now let's see if they go for 1 or 2 here. Even though he's kneeling down, the holder. See if he gets up and goes for 2.
Kick is up just over the crossbar and good. So with 5:56 left in the Main Effort Financial first quarter, it's 7-0 Flyers. They go 59 yards on that drive for the touchdown score. 55 of those were Nick Duarte.
Yeah, they eat up 1/8 of the game clock and get down to under 6 minutes to go in the first in the Main Effort Financial first quarter. And now with Holliston, and I think one of the things Holliston has is Framingham does have a lot of the size and everything. Holliston's going to have to use their speed, use it effectively tonight on offense.
For Nick Duarte, that it was his 16th touchdown of the season.
One of the good things about these games when you just play teams that you ordinarily wouldn't play is you get to see, players like Duarte and some of these other kids here for Framingham. And, when I told people who Holliston was playing, they all said, well, the Division I and this and that. But, you get out here, you can play with them.
Mano on mano.
That's right.
They only have 11 guys on the field, just like you do.
That's almost as obvious as saying the ball isn't round.
It isn't, Jay. I was down doing the measurements of the ball before the game. Kick comes down at the 15-yard line, but had to take a knee to scoop it up, so it'll be down there.
And see if that was Liam Brannigan. I didn't see who it was. But, he had to go down and field the ball.
The press box is nice here, but we are quite a ways from the field.
Yeah.
The lights aren't as bright as the committee and field lights.
I think we're as far away as we were last week in Duxbury, but it's a lot more comfortable.
It certainly is.
I love Framingham. Let's come here every year. These guys over here, they're great. Yeah, this should be our home field.
1st and 10 for Holliston. Pitch to Morrow. He picks up 4 or 5.
You know, you talk about Max Morrow, and Ken Dunn was saying what a great receiving night. Actually, kind of historic receiving night he had last
183 yards receiving, I believe.
And I think he said, I can check it out, but I think he said he was the second or third all-time yardage for Holliston.
That's great. 2nd down and 5 for the Panthers.
Oh, offsides. Pick up 5 yards there. It might just get a first down. Let's see if it's close enough. Oh, what did Holliston? It's against Framingham. There you go. Okay. One of the things that I like about Holliston, about this spread offense, I really like this a lot, what they do with this. And what this does is it spreads the defense such that for two things can happen. Number one, on the interior line, it spreads those linemen a little bit. And when you're playing the line, you want to be able to block to the side, a side angle, as opposed to just straight head on. If you get a side angle, you get a better block. The other thing it does is it takes care of that second level. So if you can get by the first level, it opens up running lanes for Holliston.
Ball's at the 24-yard line. McDonald to throw. Fires to Murrow. Nice catch by number 9. Picks up a couple of yards.
That's there. That pass is there, and what Holliston's going to be able to do is, if they can get it a little bit more open field, they can turn up field. They can use their speed and go a long way.
Second and 8 for Holliston. Murrow in motion. Pitch to Brodsky. Can't get to the outside of the formation. 3:57 left in the first main effort financial first quarter. No gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down. No, loss of 2. So 3rd down and 10 for Holliston.
Clock rolling, 3:35 left to go in the main effort financial first quarter, and Holliston with the ball.
Jack McDonald to throw, rolls left. Complete. Is that Brodsky?
Yep.
Brodsky with the catch. He really does everything. He's got a couple of touchdowns, including a pick 6. He's second in the team on tackles with 58. Catches the ball out of the backfield.
He does a good job, and I talked to him about him a lot, where he's just a really good football player. He just, like as you said, Tom, he really does everything, and he does everything very well.
1st and 10 for Holliston. That play didn't go anywhere.
Yeah, testing that middle, that's going to be kind of tough. There's a lot of strength and size in the middle of that Framingham field. I mean, I know you got to do it, because what you got to get
them to respect it.
Yeah, you got to get them to pull some of those defensive players in a little bit.
2nd and 11 for Holliston. McDonald tosses it, one-handed catch by Morrow. Given chase by one guy. Got him around the ankles, but not until he gets inside the 20-yard line.
I talked about the pregame. We have a pregame show.
There was Terry Bradshaw and Jim Brown and all the regular guys.
As I said before the game started, that Holliston, you can use your speed, and that I think that Jack McDonald's going to have a heck of a night. And there you go, right there. He had really nice pass to Max.
Murrow with the one-handed grab. 1st and 10 Panthers as they're inside the red zone at the 19. McDonald again to throw. Out of the pocket. Got some room up the sideline. Steps out of bounds nicely.
This is only Jack's, 4th game maybe that he's really started, 3rd or 4th game.
He looks like it's his 40th game.
Well, he does. And what happens is now he's at the point where a lot of these kids were in the first or second game of the season. So, the first, second game, you know what you're doing and you get with the team. But he hasn't had that much time with the team. But now as he's getting more comfortable with the team and as a leader out there as a quarterback, he gets his passing going, which he's been doing fantastic. I think they're going to maybe turn him loose a little bit tonight and let him start running a little bit.
2nd down and 5 for the Panthers. McDonald to throw.
Whoa.
Incomplete.
Yeah. See that one again on replay here. And
close coverage there by Framingham. That'll bring up 3rd down and 5. Stops the clock with 58 seconds left in the Main Effort Financial first quarter. McDonald to Brodsky.
Oh, yeah.
Didn't connect.
Yeah, that's one of those, you get out there and he had it and he just turned to look and he, and just when you turn your head, two things happen. One thing is you take your eyes off the ball. The other thing is you tend to turn your shoulders with it. It shortens the arms a little bit. And sometimes that's what causes a drop.
Brings up 4th down and 5. Panthers going to go for it on the 16.
Oh, this is
14-yard line.
Without a doubt, this is what you have to do.
Brannigan in motion. Fake pitch to Brannigan.
Got him open.
Complete to number 13, Nick Flannery. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, that's what happens, and that was that spread offense that I talk about. And what happens is it just kind of depletes everything. And your safeties, your corners got to cover man to man. Your safeties, you want to get out there and you try and play zone, and you can't really play zone against that because if you get somebody in the open, they're going to be gone. Nice job by the offensive line on this drive too. By the way, Tom. Up, and it is good.
Extra point is good. So 47 seconds left in the Main Effort Financial first quarter. The Panthers answer the 59-yard drive by the Flyers with an 86-yard drive of their own.
Nice job. A couple things there that actually for both teams, I talk about you're going to want to play a clean game, and both of them right now are playing a very clean game and no turnovers and the penalties and everything. And that's what you want to do when you get out here. And
that was the first touchdown of the season for Nick Flannery, his 7th catch on the season.
I've been watching Nick since going back to the Summer League thing, watching Nick since the Summer League, and he has that ability, and I'm not sure why you haven't seen it so much in games. Maybe it's just the way the ball bounces or the way the game is called or whatever, but he has that. He's another one coming back. This team from Holliston has lost a lot of players, but they also have a lot of players coming back next year who are going to have a lot of experience because of all these injuries. And if there's a silver lining to any cloud, you don't want to ever see the kids get hurt or anything, especially seniors. But if there's any silver lining to that, a lot of kids here are getting playing time and a lot of playing time at the varsity level.
Broski with the kick. Drives him back to the 12-yard line. Number 1 slicing up toward middle field. He stopped just short of the 50 at the 48. That was Jesus Batista Jr.
Well, that's one of the issues right there is Holliston didn't hold. You got to hold your lanes, and especially the outside guy. Your job really just turn everybody in because that's where all the other players are. You can't kind of let them go out and he got outside, made a really nice run. Beautiful run back and gives them a short field again.
First and 10 for the Flyers. Duarte, right tackle.
Yeah, it's a nice job right there.
Nice job by Will Clasby, the defensive end, closing that play down.
Yeah, Will Clasby, he's out here hoping for some passing from Framingham tonight because if he gets another sack, he's going to be tied for the all-time sack leader at Holliston. So he's hoping for them to pass, get back there and throw the ball a little bit so he can get back and get himself a sack. And they missed him a lot. They missed him not just because he's really great on the offensive line and he's really good defender. They also missed him because they love his leadership out there.
He leads the team with 7 sacks. Second down and 8 for the Flyers. Pitch to Duarte. Makes the left corner up the sideline. Just barely pushed out.
Yeah, and like I said, he's going north and south. In other words, from end zone to end zone, running straight that way. Even when they string him out a little bit.
That's the end of the first quarter. The Main Effort Financial first quarter, with Panthers 7, Flyers 7.
I want to get back to the thought there. So what he's doing is he's able to keep his shoulders square straight when he goes to the sideline, and that's a great advantage because when he turns it up the sideline, he's already going north and south, and you gotta turn him in. You've got to contain him.
Want to give a shout out to all of our sponsors who are bringing you tonight's broadcast. Main Effort Financial. The second quarter being brought to you by Super Ed. Our halftime show brought to you by Henry Studios. The third quarter will be Central Cafe. And the fourth quarter will be Basil's Pizza and Subs. Or as Jay likes to call them, Basil's Sub and Pizza.
Yeah, well.
You know what's on his mind.
Plus, right now I'm wicked starved. but I got
wicked starved.
But I got to tell you, I love being up here in this nice, comfortable box up here.
You brought a sleeping bag to stay overnight.
Yeah, stake a claim.
First down and 10 for the Flyers. Bounced it outside to number 5, I think. That's Vinny Silva.
Lucas Perez, a name that we're starting to see more and more. He's a junior too, and made a nice tackle there.
Gain of 6 on the play. As we start the Super Ed second quarter.
Speaking of food.
That's right. Ball's on the 26-yard line. Hand off to the number 2 back.
You got the first down.
So first down for the Flyers. Hand off to Silva.
Ooh.
He stopped for no gain.
Yeah, there could have been a flag there, too, for holding because the Holliston player, instead of getting blocked, he just got grabbed and spun around at over on the left-hand side of the Flyers offense.
Loss of 1 on the play. Framingham hasn't attempted a pass so far this half.
Oh. Well, you don't have to because what happens is, first of all, you have great field position on the kickoffs, and then you just keep running and you keep getting first downs and eat up the clock and get good field position. There's really no reason to throw the ball. But
second down and 11.
At some point it's coming, don't worry.
Hand off to McCallion. Panthers string it out pretty nicely.
And you talk about Duarte and what a great job he does as a running back. We just saw there what a really good blocker he is. He's able to handle whoever it was for Holliston that came up there, but he does a nice job blocking too, and that's what you want to get with your backs and your receivers. You want to get them all blocking.
Third down and 6 for Framingham. Pitch to Duarte. Races to the right sideline. Turns it up. Touchdown, Flyers.
The flag on the play. Let's see what this may be coming back. No, I think this is coming back. Let's see.
Usually when they scamper that freely into the end zone, there's something going on.
The flag came in very, very late, though. I'm not sure if you saw something downfield, if you saw something at the line of scrimmage. You talk about that they haven't thrown a pass yet, but you don't have to throw a pass. You got Duarte coming in there, and just give him a nice run around the end. He's going to score you a touchdown. Is that a personal foul against Framingham? Oh, they're going to give him. I guess they're going to give him the touchdown.
After the touchdown.
Yeah, it happened after the touchdown. So the touchdown is
good. Dead
good.
ball foul.
They'll take it on the kickoff.
So the Flyers lead 13-7 and are going to attempt the extra point.
He just get him over, just barely, though, doesn't
No
he?
good.
Nope.
Little wide. Just a little outside.
He very low line drive kicks.
So Duarte scores his second touchdown of the game, and the Flyers go up 13-7.
Yeah, this is a game where they're gonna feature Nick Duarte, and they're gonna try and build up his resume a little bit. He keeps playing like this. I mean, like he did all year. I mean, not just in this game. He's gonna play at the next level.
8:40 to go in the Superette second quarter. Superette second quarter.
Superette. So this is the penalty being enforced here on the kickoff. So Holliston should have some really good field position here to start off too.
Who's back deep? Flannery and...
I did not see who the other number was. Nick's over here on this side.
I think it's 24, Lucas Perez.
Yeah. As I said, he's been playing some good ball. He's been doing a good job. You keep hearing his name a little bit more every week.
Kick taken by Flannery at the 32. He's forward to the 45 plus a couple See where they mark it. So good field position for the Panthers anyway.
Yeah, turnabout fair play is Holliston gets some good field position. You know, Nick Flannery scores that first touchdown, and then he gets the kickoff, and you know what's in his mind. I'll get a shot at scoring here again. But Framingham closed in.
They spot the ball on the 46.
Good night, really calm. There's not very, very little, if any, wind. It's maybe a slight breeze here and there. We see the flags all the way across the field aren't blowing at all.
McDonald to throw on first down. Just dumps it into the Framingham bench.
Yeah. And they're all excited.
And the bench player caught it. That was number 58, the captain, Pedro Santana. He got a big cheer from the Flyers.
Well, Pedro, he's wearing a 5'8", so he probably doesn't get the ball very often.
No.
That would be his chance at the running lineman award.
But he was pretty heads up there.
Yeah, nice catch. Second down. One of the things you notice with Jack McDonald tonight, when he's getting time, he's able to connect with his receivers. So that offensive line in that first drive did a really nice job.
McDonald with Murrow to his right. 3 receivers to his right. Brodsky in motion. Rolls right. Chase out of the pocket. Still keeps his feet.
Yeah, doesn't go down. There's a flag for roughing the passer.
Mauling the passer.
Yeah. That's going to be an automatic first down. They didn't, the whistle blew. I kind of don't blame the Framingham guys because I kind of thought that he was still in play. And, you're down there in playing. Sometimes you just don't hear that whistle. Dead ball roughing a personal foul. It should be a first down for Holliston. Now that just shows the toughness of Jack. You don't see him. He doesn't get caught. He's kind of elusive, so you don't see him get caught a lot. But that time when he did get caught, it was very tough to bring him down, and that's what caused the penalty.
We bring the ball to the 45. Second down and 11.
That's not an automatic first down.
I don't think they have automatic first downs in high school.
I guess not. I guess you're right.
Say that again.
I said, I guess not.
No, not that part.
Not an automatic first down?
You're a tough nut to crack.
Yeah.
Third down and 11 for the Panthers. McDonald pitches to Murrow. Murrow finds some room in front of the Panther bench. He's going to be short of a first down.
Yeah, but they'll go for it here. You're over the 50-yard line, just over it, but you're over the 50-yard line. It's fourth down and short. And if it is fourth down and short, yeah. Well, I guess it's about 5. It's right at the 50. I thought he got over it a little bit.
I thought he did too.
But, of course, you go for it here.
See what Coach Urov has up his sleeve. Fourth down and 5 for the Panthers at midfield. McDonald to throw.
Oh, what a
nice
great
block by Brodsky. Lets it go down the middle.
Caught. Oh, dropped it.
Incomplete. So a turnover on downs for the Panthers. With 6:46 left to go in the Superette second quarter.
Framingham defense is playing very aggressively tonight. They're starting to send people. It's going to kind of be like the speed and the passing of Holliston against the brawn and the running of Framingham here. That's what it's kind of turning into so far.
Brodsky threw a great block in the backfield to free up McDonald.
I thought at one point Jack was going to be able to. What do we got here? Timeout.
Timeout, Holliston.
Six.
Go ahead. Your turn.
I'm sorry. 6:46 left in the Superette second quarter. How am I doing?
There you go.
Okay, just for that, I'll say it again. You were right, Tom.
You owe me a Fitzgerald sandwich.
Old Kevin Fitzgerald.
Do you have a history lesson in this game? 100 years ago, 1900, Framingham played Holliston.
Yeah.
I think they played them 100 years ago in 1925, too.
Well, that would be 100 years ago.
But at 1900, 125 years.
I got it here somewhere.
Well, there's the...
Yeah.
What was the score in 1900?
15-6 for Holliston. Holliston has 1, 2, 3, 4. They're 4-3 against Framingham.
Nice. They played him in the Varsity Bowl for a number of years.
Yep. Got to play over here for that.
And then we got together with them, and what was the last?
Last time they played was November 12th of 2020.
21.
21.
24-12 Panthers.
Yep.
1st and 10 Flyers from their own 49. Duarte up the middle. Breaks to the second level and outside. Then pushed out of bounds just around the 20-yard line. Inside the 20.
You know, Nick Duarte, we talked about how good he is, a good back and everything, but, you know, you're not going to be a good back if you don't have some good blocking up there, and that line is doing a nice job of at least holding it so he can get into the secondary, and when he gets into the secondary, he just turns on the jets.
So 1st and 10 Flyers from the 16-yard line. Hand off to Duarte. And a stop for no gain. I thought no gain. He picked up 2.
Yeah, he leaned forward.
He fell forward for 2.
Well, that's what the great ones do. You know, we talk about so much about the Holliston running backs who have done that in the past and in the present.
Roster says he's 5'11", 204.
Yeah.
Which is big for a high school back.
Yeah. He's 204, but he's a well proportioned 204. He's not, like I said, it's not like he necessarily has those, you know, the huge thighs.
No,
and
Mosey Tupupu.
Yeah.
Remember him? He was like a bowling ball.
Yeah.
Size 13, Triple E shoes. 2nd and 8. Handoff to McCallion.
Yeah,
the Panthers string it out. Picks up a couple.
Here's another flag. And who's this going to be against? Framingham players are clapping down in there. But they're pointing against Framingham.
Knocked out at the 9. Dead ball foul. Personal foul against Holliston.
Oh, Holliston, yep.
So put it down at the 5-yard line, so it'll be 1st and goal for Framingham.
Gee, I wonder what they're going to do now.
5:03 in the Superette second quarter. Pitch to Duarte.
Really?
Cuts it to the outside. Nice pursuit by the Panthers.
That's how you string them out. And what he did there when they strung him out is he was running towards the sidelines, facing the sidelines, and that's how you're going to tackle those big backs. You want to get them going sideways.
Somebody was out there, put a good licking on Duarte.
This is definitely just going to be a feed Duarte night.
Second
tonight.
down and 2. Second and goal from the 2.
Too much time? Oh, no timeout. Holliston. Framingham.
That was number 57, Alex Brannigan, that made the hit on Duarte, stopping him short of the goal line.
You know what's interesting? In 1901, Holliston beat Framingham 5-0 on Thanksgiving Day.
Huh.
So that was before Framingham Natick.
When did North and South play? Did they play in the middle of the season?
Yes.
They didn't play on Thanksgiving.
No. South played Natick, and I think North might have played Walpole maybe. Mm-hmm. Actually, being here at Bowditch, I was at the first Framingham North and South game.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, here in Bowditch. I want to say it was the early '60s because I feel like it's maybe like 11 or 12 years old, something like that. But I was here for the first game, and I'll tell you what, it didn't look this nice.
Steve Hedrick was telling us North would play one Saturday here, and South would play the other Saturday.
Yeah, they would alternate.
And then Marion would bring in some lights and play Friday night.
Friday night under Scooch Dejari.
So second and goal from the 2 for Framingham. Hand off to Duarte. Touchdown.
No, another flag here. Let's see what this is.
It was a quick one.
Is it holding against Framingham? Holding against Framingham, so I don't back them up 10. You know, Duarte saying, "Oh, that's 10 more yards I can get." Let's see if Holliston can stop him here. .407 left to go in the Superette second quarter. 13-7. So far, Holliston's only down one possession against Division I Framingham.
So it'll be second and goal from the 12. Hand off to Duarte.
Oh, nice job. That's a nice job.
And the Panthers wrap him up.
I didn't see who initially got in there, but somebody initially broke through and did a nice job.
Brannigan came from the outside.
Was that Liam that?
Well, he sort of came around and grabbed him. Not sure who was right in front of him.
It looked like one of the linemen might have come in and did a really nice job of stopping him. Couldn't really tackle him, maybe, but held him up until the rest of the guys arrived.
Gain of 1, third and goal from the 11.
Want to contain on the outside. Pass.
Fabiana just pass.
Ooh.
Fabrini, excuse me. Incomplete. First pass of the night for Framingham. Brings up a fourth down and goal from the 11.
Yeah, you know who was out there and had a shot at that. If it was just a little bit lower, was Nick Flannery. He was out just.
Nick's already got an interception on the season.
That's where he caught his first touchdown, right down there. And he almost did it again. Let's see what they do here. This is where sometimes, like I say, they run reverses and they do a lot of different things.
Looks like they're going to line up for a field goal.
I would watch the knee of the holder. He's probably going to stand up and they're going to run a play off of this. Let's see.
27-yard field goal attempt.
Nope, he's going to try it.
Kick is up. Short, taken by.
Oh, boy.
No. Murrow wanted to go yard on that one.
actually, where he was running, if he had one other blocker out there, he might have been okay. He might have got quite a bit of yardage, but old Max, he's not a captain for nothing. He's got a lot of brains. He said, I think I'll do this. I talk about this a lot. Max playing basketball one time, diving on the floor with no pads on or anything. I told him he got a Tommy Point. That's his nickname, Tommy Point. And, boy, he had a whale of a game the other day down in Duxbury.
Yes, he did.
Okay, still a one-possession game after all of that. 3:09 left to go in the Superette second quarter.
So the Panthers hold and take over on downs.
And don't forget, they get the ball to open the second half.
McDonald to throw down the middle. Intercepted. Didn't see who got it for Framingham. McDonald put it up so his receiver can make a play on it.
Yeah, that's one of those. I think Jack might want to have that one back because the Holliston receiver was double covered down there, and they were both.
Well, if he can get it out in front of him, though, Jay.
If he got it deeper, he might have had a shot at it, but.
That was Flannery who was going after it. So 1st and 10 from their own 49-yard line for the Flyers. Duarte up the middle. Panthers have seen enough of that play. Stop him up for a short gain.
I don't think he's really got a lot of yardage up the middle. It's been around the ends that he's made his living tonight. And that middle, the Holliston defense has been very, very good against a pretty strong and pretty good-sized Framingham offensive line, especially in the middle of that offensive line.
I got to say, they stacked up Duarte, but he still got 3.5 yards, 4 yards.
Yeah, but we'll take that. Clock runs, 2:20 left to go in the
2nd and 7.
Superette second quarter. Got to keep this a one-possession game. What's this? Too much time?
Didn't see a flag.
Oh, procedure play call against Framingham.
Must have been on the far side of the field. Yes, there's the flag.
.204 left to go in the Super second quarter.
So it'll be 2nd and 12 for Framingham. They wind the clock. So clock running with 1:49 to go in the Superette second quarter.
It's interesting. You saw this early on, but Holliston, okay, they're coming up now into the box a little bit more with the safeties. They were playing two safeties, which you do against in a passing situation.
Fabrini to throw, puts it up deep, knocked away at the last second by Perez. Nice play by Lucas Perez, number 24.
I tell you, Lucas, he's really doing a nice job, and they found something back there. He's back. I'm not sure if the reason he's back there is because of injuries or anything, but, in the beginning of the year, we didn't see him playing that much, so it may or may not be, but it doesn't really matter because the fact of the matter is he's playing really well as a junior, and he's getting some really valuable time. And he's a kid. I don't know what he does on offense. I don't know if Coach has him playing offense at all or just defense.
He plays running back. We've seen him at running back a little bit.
So he's one of those kids that, you look for him next year. And in fact, look for him tonight to maybe do something.
Yeah. 3rd down and 12 for the Flyers.
This is a big down here for Holliston if they can hold them and make them punt.
Fabrini to throw. Down the middle.
Nothing.
Intended for Baptiste.
And this is what you want to do. You know, you want to get them out of the comfort of that running game. And they'll be punting the ball here. And Holliston with was a 1:18 left to go, minute 18 seconds left to go in the Super second quarter. You know, you get a little run back here, you might make a little noise, and you're only one possession down. After all of this, you're still only down by 6 points.
Nick Flannery, number 13, back to receive the kick.
Holliston looks like they're trying to set up a return. It's 5 yards. Delay a game.
Timeout, Framingham.
Timeout.
With 1:18 left in the Superette second quarter. 13-7, Panthers trail Framingham.
And I'll tell you, with this Framingham coaching staff, I'd make sure that that this gets punted. You know, I've seen him do some really fun stuff, fun game calling. You know, plays and all kinds of different stuff that he does, and different people throwing the ball and everything. And I'd be very careful if I was Holliston right here. Come on, Holliston, get out. I want to get out there. And I think that's what Holliston said. I think that's why they spent so much time in the huddle. They're saying, don't trust that this is going to be a kick.
High snap over the head. Holliston set up for a return. Nobody's after the punter.
Yeah.
He gets one off. Takes a Holliston bounce, though, at the 44-yard line.
I'll tell you, I really agree with setting up for the return. I don't hold it against them. But, boy, if they weren't, they would have had some great yardage. They would have had great yardage.
Oh, isn't that just the way?
Yeah. That's right. You still got really good field position here. It's the 39-yard line of the Holliston at their own 39, and 1:05 left to go in the Super second quarter, and you gotta get some down and outs here and stop the clock.
Inside handoff to Murrow.
Great cross block.
Jumps.
What a jump. Oh.
That was a Barkley jump. And a flag comes out.
What's the flag for? Might be for the illegal jump.
I don't think you could. That's an illegal jump. Want to see the motion if the signal if it is an illegal jump. Personal foul.
Oh, personal foul. Oh.
Wow.
If you can't jump over a player in high school ball, that's a really pretty dumb rule.
Just have everybody lay down across the field.
Yeah, there you go. No one can go anywhere.
1st and 25. McDonald a throw.
He's got him. Oh, just overthrew.
Just ahead of Flannery.
Nick's getting a lot of action on both sides of the ball tonight.
Stops the clock with 45 seconds in the Superette second quarter. Second and 25, or second and 20. McDonald goes left. Fires to a wide open Murrow.
First down. Get out of bounds.
Max spins up and out of bounds.
That's it. Stop the clock. They're going to stop it anyway to reset the downs, but he was able to stop it. full stop here.
They've got a first down at the Framingham 45.
See, that's really all you got to do is a few of those down and outs. Get the ball, catch, and get out of bounds.
Nice 25-yard gain.
And, that's a nice job of Jack McDonald coming to his left, and he's able to adjust his body. Of course, he's got the great arm anyway. We all know he's a great baseball player. He's got a great arm. And, watch what he's able to do with his legs now and change his legs so he's in the proper throwing position.
McDonald was right. Throws it out of bounds.
Yeah, see, that's a quarterback learning, And Jack isn't new to being a quarterback. He had a really good year last year. I think that team was 9-1, the JV team.
Right.
And so he had a really good year, and he came out kind of late this year after Tommy Quinn got hurt. He contacted the coach, and he's back here playing again, and that's good news for Holliston. Behind him is Charlie Patrick, and Charlie can throw the ball too. Charlie did a nice job. We talked about how Charlie over the summer was able to adjust his throwing motion, and he was doing a nice job throwing the ball. He's only a sophomore. Jack's a junior.
So second down and 10 for the Panthers.
I love this short side of the field. Trips on the short side.
McDonald to the right side, intercepted.
Got to get him.
Panthers give chase. 9 seconds left in the Super Red second quarter.
I was just going to say, I love this with the. I never really quite understood it, and then I kind of looked into it a little bit. I love having trips to the short side because what that does is it brings the whole defense over to this side.
Tougher to give double coverage on the wide side.
And the wide side, you get single coverage, and if you can beat that, you get a lot of yardage. And right there, it didn't quite work out for Holliston. They got the intercept. The Framingham got the interception.
They had
But they had what they wanted. They had a one-on-one out there, and you might see that play again.
That was Silva, number 5.
Yeah, I think he might have had a couple. The Holliston takes a timeout.
Well, they've got to be careful here, even though they get the ball back to start the second quarter.
Now, the Framingham quarterback's thrown a few passes, and he's kind of like missed his mark a little bit. But, I keep saying that you got to be very careful. They could start one of those sweeps and reverse it and throw a pass off of that. So you got to be very, very careful here. This is where with 9 seconds left, you don't mind giving up 5 or 10 yards. Let them get it and tackle them and either give them one last play or that will be the end of the half, one or the other. Just want to, as you said, Tom, you want to be very careful not to let them get the two possessions up on you when you're getting the ball in the kickoff in the second half. 9 seconds left in the Super Red second quarter here. Let's see how Holliston coach Conrad plays this. He's going to play it deep. He's going to let them. If you're going to catch something, you're going to catch it and get tackled. Nothing behind us. And if Dewada gets the ball, we get tacklers out there. Here's a screen. Oh, nice coverage by Holliston.
Fabrini.
What a great catch.
Connects to Silva. Calls timeout.
3 seconds left. That's Fabrini. That was a really nice pass by him.
That was a nice ball.
I think he's the one who we saw in the passing league. And if he is, I remember that, we've been over here several times, the passing leagues against Framingham. We've seen them a lot in the passing leagues. And he was one of the better quarterbacks that I've seen for Framingham. So if he is the kid, he kind of had like long shaggy hair. Remember the kid I'm talking about? I don't know if it's the same one, but that was a nice pass that he threw there.
That was the first play that he's been in the shotgun formation.
I thought on that play that they were going to look like they were setting up maybe for a screen to Duarte, but they weren't. But even if they did, Holliston hit him really covered.
Got
really
that
well.
over the outstretched Brodsky hand.
Yeah.
I saw the replay. Looks like Jake was right there, but it was just over the top. Nice catch by Silva.
Now you want to play wide here. You want to get your line and linebackers out wide because you don't want to get beat to the outside.
Ball's on the 17. Last play of the half. Goes to the corner of the end zone.
Out of bounds, right? Touchdown.
Touchdown, Flyers. So with no time left on the clock, the Flyers have scored again.
Yeah, that's the one thing you can't do. You can't let them get behind you. You know, that's... I think that was Silva too, I think, wasn't it, number 5? Was that him again?
Yeah.
So he got the interception. Boy, that's a killer. With 9 seconds left, giving up 2 long passes like that. That's really tough.
No, it was McCallion.
Oh, McCallion
Number 2.
got that, number 2. Okay. Going for 2 here.
Handoff on the reverse.
Yep, there's the reverse pass.
Halfback pass.
Yep.
From Baptista to number 4. Good for a 2-point conversion. So
yeah.
It makes up for the extra point that they missed. 21-7 with the half. The Flyers lead the Panthers. We'll be back with second half action. Please enjoy the Henry Studios halftime show. Okay, we're back for second half action. It's all been the Nick Duarte show with 2 touchdowns and I don't know how many yards. Well over 100 yards rushing.
Oh, I'm sure he has over 100 yards rushing.
With a little Vinny Silva dessert topping on top.
He got, I think, didn't Silva get both interceptions for? Did he get both Framingham interceptions?
Yes. Oh, and the third touchdown was scored by Zara McCallion. The touchdown for Holliston was a nice one, a 14-yard touchdown pass from Jack McDonald, his 4th of the season, to Nick Flannery, his 1st of the season. That tied up the game. It looked like the Panthers were in it, and they were within 1 score until just no time left on the clock.
Well, with 9 seconds left, Framingham threw two completed passes, one for about 15 or 20 yards, and then the other one in for the touchdown. And, that kind of killed you, because otherwise you're in here at a 13-7 game, and Holliston's getting the ball back. So, but 21-7 to start at the third quarter.
Lucas Perez and Nick Flannery back to receive the kick as Framingham sets up to kick off here to start the second half.
I did get the official word, by the way, that you cannot jump a player.
Is that right?
Yeah, it's a penalty. That's what the penalty was with I think it was Max.
Max Murrow.
But it was beautiful.
It was.
Sometimes it's almost worth getting a penalty.
He was a video kid. Yeah,
just to see what he did, he's so darn athletic, Here's the kick.
Kick is going to be taken by, I think that was Remy Mandeville. Panthers will start from their own 25-yard line. Let's see what they've got coming out of the locker room from Coach Urov.
Well, they did a good job, and they're just about there. Jack has played very, very well. Missed on a couple, little short on a couple, but both of those had the opportunity where if he got a little bit longer, which he will be able to do maybe this half, to get some long touchdown passes. So I love the fact that they're going deep, and I love the fact they're throwing the ball.
McDonald to throw, pump fake, lets it go to Leveroni. Leveroni, one man to beat. Tackled just inside the 40-yard line. Big play by the Panthers on first down to start this second half.
Yeah, exactly what I'm talking about.
For Cal Leveroni, number 20, that was his 10th catch of the season and puts him over 100 yards receiving.
Yeah, I was looking for him on the opposite side of Flannery. I didn't see him in the first half, I didn't think. I must have just missed it. I don't know. But he's another one that's get out there, and he's a really good receiver for Holliston.
Empty backfield for McDonald. No pitch to Murrow. That play blown up by the Flyers.
A lot of times when you run series of plays, what you try and do is you try and get the defense thinking one thing, and then on the first and second down, then on third down, you beat them by doing something, running or throwing the ball. So a lot of times you don't know, like you say, well, they're doing a good job throwing the ball. Why don't they just keep throwing the ball? Well, because they've got to try and set it up so that the defensive backs and the safeties come up and try and play the run.
Second down and 15. McDonald to throw, getting chased by the Flyers.
He's
doubles
open.
Back. He's going to run it back to the original line of scrimmage. It'll be third down and 10. Or third down and, let's see where they mark it. Looked like he made it back to the sticks.
I thought he made it even further than that, but he made it just to the 40.
So it'll be 3rd and 12. 10:30 to go in the Central Cafe third quarter.
4 down territory here for Holliston, and a couple short passes. You don't need to get it all at the one big gulp. Looks like a blitz.
McDonald to throw. Gets away from the rush. On the run, lets it go.
There's a hold. He's holding him all the way down the field.
Well, he didn't jump over him, Jay.
Yeah, he didn't.
Jeez, it's not like he jumped over him. Pass is incomplete.
Wow.
Holliston will go for it on 4th down, it looks like.
Oh, you see on the replay that he's just, whatever.
McDonald to the intermediate back, Brannigan. No, that was Brodsky.
That's kind of what I was talking about. You do these running plays and you design them to go left or right, and then you can get your backs are free. You can get them out in the open like that. And I think that's where you got to look for these guys out in the flats. You want to throw deep a few times to loosen up that defense alone, but you're going to make your money in the flats.
So Panthers convert on a 4th down and 13. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line of the Framingham. Inside handoff to Murrow.
That play's worked well twice now. That kind of like the fake one way, and then what do they call the cross buck? Is that what they call that thing?
Yeah.
Come back the other way, and
he picks up 7 yards. 2nd and 3.
.9:13, the clock running in the Central Cafe third quarter. I really like this spread offense. I like it a lot.
McDonald throws complete tomorrow.
Touchdown, right? They didn't.
No signal.
No, they're talking about it.
Holliston saying touchdown.
Framingham saying incomplete.
They're talking this one over a long time.
We got the replay right here. Let's see.
Looks like Max had it.
Oh, of course that's a catch. How is that? What are they arguing?
He was down.
How is that incomplete?
Incomplete. You want to show him the replay, Bruce?
Yeah.
He had possession of the ball. He was down in the end zone.
He had the ball. I don't know how that's an incompletion. He had the ball and definitely made a football move. He took a step and came down. I don't understand that at all.
Well, it'll be 3rd down and 3 for Holliston at the 16-yard line of Framingham. It's not easy to be a referee.
Nope. No comment.
They're making your job difficult, Jay. Because you're used to being always right.
Yeah. Who's to say I'm still not right?
You're still right, but it's
but
not the way it worked out.
It don't count.
It don't count.
8:48 left to go. Clock stop in the.
Doesn't show up in the stat book.
That's right. 8:48 in the Central Cafe third quarter.
3rd and 3 for the Panthers. McDonald inside handoff to Murrow. Didn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
Try to get him on the draw play. Loss of 3 on the play, so it'll be 4th and 5. Last time Holliston had a 4th down, they converted. They've been making it on the 4th downs.
Yeah, that was 4th and 13. That was a long one.
I miss Carlos. You used to be able to ask him all those questions.
Okay, here we go again with the spread.
McDonald rolls, throws, fires to the end zone. No, incomplete. Murrow almost had a great circus catch. So the Panthers turn it over on downs on their own 19-yard line. That's about as close as you can come to not scoring a touchdown.
No, that was the play before. That's close you can come with not scoring.
Well, he had it in his hands, though.
Yeah.
It just squirted out when he rolled over.
7:56 left to go in the Central Cafe third.
Hand off to Duarte. Flag flies.
Yeah, it's coming back.
He's not done running yet. Makes it all the way out to the 45.
Holding, Framingham. They'll drive him back 10. It'll be 1st and 20. Holliston's done a nice job since the first quarter and a half with Duarte. Of course, they've gone away from him a little bit, throwing the ball.
They use him as a decoy.
Yeah. But you get like they say, you get a horse like that, you ride him, and again, if you think they have to throw the ball to get the first down on the situation here where it's 1st and 20, they don't have to. They can run him. See if Holliston's up to the challenge.
First and 20 for the Flyers. Their own 10-yard line. Pitch to Duarte. Looks like he's hit behind the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, that's where you want to get in there and make the tackle. I think Will Clasby got that tackle.
So 2nd and 20 for the Flyers.
It's big now. You want to be careful that Fabrini doesn't have the ball in his hands and gets the ball downfield.
Fabrini hands it to Duarte, but he's wrapped up right away.
Wow, that's an interesting call. Huge field position, 3rd down. It's still 3rd and 20, right? Didn't get anything on that play.
I think it was 2nd and 22, so he picked up 2.
Couple. Clock running, 6:15 left to go in the Central Cafe third.
Is it too early for a breakfast sandwich? I mean, too late?
Too late. I have no idea where you're going with that.
No, Central Cafe has great breakfast sandwich.
Oh, there you go. Sorry.
I'm hungry like you.
Should blitz here. See if Holliston blitz.
Fabrini in the shotgun, trying to take it himself to the sideline. Nice hit by Murrow. So he turns it back in and tackles him. He gets tackled down the 11-yard line.
Big third possession stop there by Holliston. This is going to be, unless there's an incredible punt here, they're going to have great field position.
If there's an incredible punt.
There's an incredible punt.
Somebody keep your eye on the snapper on this one. The last punt attempt went over his head by about 4 feet. Flannery back deep at midfield to receive the punt.
Yeah.
Tackled right away. Nice job there by Silva. Panthers will start on their own on the 45 of the Framingham. 4:42 in the Central Cafe third quarter. Panthers need to get a drive to go in here to pull within a score.
Yeah, you get to the point in the game where you're not going to have a lot more possession, so you want to get one in here, and then you're going to have to stop them and get the ball back and do it again. You don't have to rush anything here, but you want to play with just a bit of urgency.
Pitch to Morrow. Picks up 2 yards.
Framingham's been playing some nice defense tonight. They're doing a lot of stuff. They're getting some good coverage in there and special teams, and did a pretty good job tackling too.
2nd down and 8. McDonald to throw, complete. That was Brannigan on the catch. Nice one.
See, that's what you got to do. You can do that basically all the way down the field until those safeties come up. And then once those safeties comes up, then you can take that extra step and beat them deep. But if they're going to give you that, you really got to take it.
9th catch of the season for Brannigan. 3rd down and 3 for Holliston. McDonald to Morrow.
Oh.
Incomplete.
Well, obviously you're going to go for it on 4th. You wonder what you do sometimes, but if you can have your wide receivers cross or something, but I'm not sure that Jack's going to have enough time back there to have that a play like that develop. You may want to meet a quick developing play here.
4th and 3. McDonald to Morrow.
1st down, and that's what I mean by a quick developing play. You want to get him out there and just throw the ball right to him.
Nice catch by Max. He's 183 yards receiving last week. Puts him 3rd on the Panther all-time list behind Zach Elkinson with over 200 yards receiving. And Scott Grimwood. What did you say?
Grimwood, I believe.
Scott Grimwood.
He had
184 yards receiving. And Max's 12 catches in a game appears to be a Holliston record. Ken Dunn still trying to look that up. Max Morrow throws deep.
Oh,
incomplete.
Was that Morrow that
intended for Flannery? McDonald pitched it to Morrow.
Yeah.
It's going to bring up a 2nd down and 10 at the 35.
2:35 left to go in the Central Cafe third.
Procedure against the Panthers will back them up to 2nd and 15.
Again, you don't have to get it all at once. You can work your way down the field a little bit. 2:30 left to go in the Central Cafe third. And they stop the clock. Let's see if they get it going again.
McDonald chased out of the pocket. Tosses it away.
Yeah, he could.
But there's a flag in the Holliston backfield.
Holding on Holliston. Let's see if they decline it. They do. That's an interesting call. Declining it. Probably the right call. Third down. I like that that play that's worked a couple times now for some good yardage is that crossbuck play, and you also got some room out in the flats here.
3rd down and 15. McDonald to throw.
Got it?
Got it to Brodsky. At least they've got a makeable 4th down. 4th and 5.
I think this is Vinny Silver over here playing cornerback, right? Is that him, number 5?
Number 5.
Well, I love the watch him play. Watch him play. That he does a great job. Right in the receiver's face. And Holliston moved. He's been right there with the receiver. I love the way that he plays it. And that and he does a nice job on the release too, because he can get back there. And of course he's had the 2 interceptions tonight already.
I think Silva's a free safety.
Yeah, oh, is he? Okay. Whoever this corner...
Number 4. Jaden Jordan.
Yeah.
Cornerback.
Yeah. Look at him play. Look at right in the... I love that. That's the way to play corner.
4th and 10 for the Panthers. McDonald to Murrow. Good reach for it by Max, but incomplete. I look back at the notes that Ken gave us. Scott Grimwood's 184 yards was in 1983, back in the old running years.
Yeah.
That record stood until 2014 when Zach Elkinson set the record. So you're an elite company, Max Murrow.
With Zach Elkinson, you don't have to say Zach Elkinson set the record. Just say Zach Elkinson, and you know it's a record.
He must have finished 2nd in something.
He was. Well, he didn't finish 2nd in finishing 1st, that's for sure.
So the Flyers have the ball at their own 35. Pitch to Duarte.
No, that's how to string it out. That's it. That's how to string it out. He got a lot of yardage, though. He's one of
Looks
those.
like he picks up 6 or 7.
He's one of those players, like you said earlier, Tom. You think you got him, and then you look up and he's at 6 or 7 yards. It's like,
Minute left. The clock is stopped in the Central Cafe third quarter. Panthers doing all they can think of to do, just rolling the dice on fourth downs. They were close to the end zone a couple of times.
you're pulling those safeties up. You got to be a little careful.
2nd and 3. Duarte up the middle.
I don't think he got it. I think
He is short, stopped short of a first down.
just maybe about a foot or two short. Jake Brodsky on the tackle, yeah.
So it'll be 3rd down and 1. Panthers dig in. Hand up to Duarte. Bounces it outside.
Yeah.
Picks up a first down. Panthers initially stopped his forward momentum.
And that's going to do it for the Central Cafe third quarter.
21-7 Flyers over the Panthers. We start the Basil's Pizza and Sub fourth quarter.
Well, nothing's changed.
Basil's Pizza and Sub sponsored part of the Panthers pizza night.
Yeah, that's
spaghetti
nice.
night.
Spaghetti night.
Their dinner last night was at Basil's Pizza and Sub.
Yeah.
And they had Ken Dunn in attendance, all the way up from North Carolina.
Well, Ken's up for the weekend and came up here to do the game. And what he does is he'll watch after the game. He'll go back to his hotel, watch it on.
I thought he was
HCAT.
coming to your house.
No. He's more than welcome, but
That's right.
but I won't be there. I'll be at Basil Sub and Pizza.
That's right.
12 minutes left to go here in the fourth quarter, Basil Sub and Pizza fourth quarter. And nothing has really changed from the beginning of this game. You got to play a clean game. You got to contain Nick Duarte. You got to tackle Nick Duarte. And you got to throw the ball and get some catches. Nothing has really changed since the beginning of this ball game.
Duarte, but a bad exchange. The ball's loose.
Holliston
Panthers have it. Well, there's a break for Holliston. They get the ball back. Bad exchange between Fabrini and Duarte.
Now, I know I've asked you this in the past, and actually the time I asked it, it was my Joe Castiglione minute, but what happens on a turnover? What does Johnny Unitas do?
What does Johnny Unitas do?
Deep throw. Right here.
He
Go deep.
goes deep.
Right here.
Okay, Mike, you're
Right after
you're on the clock.
right after a turnover. Go deep. Ooh.
Incomplete.
Yeah, you're going to be very careful of that.
Johnny Unitas wore those high top cleats.
He did.
Like Lou Groza.
Lou the
A
toe.
lot of guys wear those.
Oh, yeah. We wore them in high school. I wore
Oh, high tops?
high top cleats, yeah, in high school, yeah. Don't say it either. I know something is going to come out of that brain of yours about my age. Don't say it.
I'm catching up to you.
Yeah, not after next week you won't.
2nd and 10. McDonald to throw.
There you go.
Nice intermediate throw to Leveroni. Great catch by Cal. That'll bring up a 3rd down and 2. Cal was in a lot of traffic right there.
He was. I like him as a receiver. Him and Flannery, and wow.
McDonald takes it on the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, no push there.
Good push by who's this? Warren Greer, the center, number 75.
I suppose a tush push probably isn't allowed in here either. You can't do anything fun in football anymore. And in high school football, you can't jump over players. You can't do anything. Clock running. 11 minutes left to go in the Basil Sub and Pizza 4th.
1st and 10 from the 38. Brodsky, left side. Powers forward for 6 or 7 yards. Nice run.
Yeah, nice run, and that keeps them honest in the defensive backfield. Again, as I said earlier, you don't have to rush anything, but you want to play with a little bit of urgency here.
McDonald to throw, got some time. Lets it go. Incomplete.
I'll tell you got to tip your hat to the Framingham defensive backs here.
They're right on the Holliston receivers.
Yeah, they've played very, very well.
They seem to cover well, and they close well.
Clock stops with the incomplete pass. 10:15 left to go in the Basil's 4th quarter.
3rd and 4 for Holliston. Ball's at the 32-yard line. Inside handoff. Brodsky busts through the middle for a 1st down. Inside the 25.
You know, you would talk about those throwback quarterbacks and what people were back then. That's Jake Brodsky. Jake Brodsky would have been great playing back in the 50s and 60s, just getting that ball and just smashing ahead for 1st downs.
1st and 10 for the Panthers at the Flyer 24-yard line. McDonald goes to the end zone. Incomplete. Covered tightly by Jordan. What did they say? But they said somebody else in coverage. Looked like number 4 to me. 2nd down and 10. McDonald rolls out, cuts back.
Oh, great. To
the end zone. Incomplete.
Yeah, they saw that cutback. This is coming back anyway. They saw that it. I couldn't quite tell if it was it looked like maybe a block.
When you reverse direction that quickly.
The block in the back is what comes in there.
Yeah.
That's what it looks like. Oh, blindside hit. So that'll push. Let's see if the Framingham coach takes this. I'm pretty sure he will. Because when you're at midfield or back, he probably wouldn't have taken this. But this close to the goal line, he wants to take this penalty. .9:32 left to go in the Basil Sub and Pizza 4th.
So it'll be 2nd and
a lot.
24.
Yeah.
Donald is sacked.
Yeah, that's the blitz. And Holliston started out here with really good field position. And
They were up to the 24-yard line.
Yeah, now they just going backwards. False start by Holliston. Yep. It's all kind of breaking down now. Yeah, let's see.
Third and 35.
Third and a wicked lot was what we say. Clock running, 8:35 left to go. Basil's fourth quarter.
McDonald. Incomplete.
Yeah.
Looks like he got hit from behind.
Yeah. Well, you're not going to get that call.
No, I meant McDonald as he was trying to let go of it.
Oh. So fourth down. Let's see if Jake Brodsky goes back to punt. First punt of the night for Holliston, right?
Right. Brodsky's kick goes inside the 20. Silva with a couple of fancy moves. Gets away.
Oh, he got hit there.
Big hit by Brodsky.
Yeah.
A little excitement out of a punt return.
Yeah. Well.
And kudos to the Flyers for not getting a block in the back with all those cutbacks.
Going back and forth, yeah.
The whole Panther team was chasing number 5.
I'm guessing you're going to see a lot of Duarte here.
Hand off to McKalian. Excuse me. Loss of 1 on the play.
Well, still hanging in there, still fighting. I mean, you're still only 2 possessions down, but you're going to be, 7:30 and ticking on the Basil's fourth quarter clock here.
Duarte, the lone back. Silva in motion. Pitch to Duarte. Powers his way up the left sidelines for a first down.
No.
A late flag.
Yeah, well, Jack Staley got hit very late. I don't know if they're going to call it on that or what it is, but Jack got hit really like kind of a dangerous hit there because it was almost like when they get rolled up on, But I don't know if that was the issue or not.
Dead ball foul. Personal foul.
On
Against
Holliston.
Holliston.
There you go.
That'll back up Holliston all the way inside their own 20, put Framingham in the red zone. With 7:07 to go in the Basil Pizza and Sub fourth quarter.
Be interesting to see what they do. I just figured you'd just get a full diet of Duarte running the clock down, running the ball, but maybe not. Maybe this is when they throw the ball.
Hand off to McCalian. Another flag flies.
Yeah.
Maybe I've got an idea, Jay.
What's that?
Coaches in the pro game get 2 challenge flags, right?
Yep.
Unless they're right. Why doesn't that apply to referees?
I don't know.
They get 2 flags unless they're right. Then they can throw another one. If the replay shows they weren't right, then they only get 1 left for the game.
That was your idea?
It just came to me.
I'd go home and work on it a little bit. This game that started out so well, back and forth, so clean and so fast, time-wise, has really just bogged down here to a bunch of flags thrown on almost every play.
So the ball's at the Holliston 36-yard line. Be first and 25.
Clock running, 6.5 minutes left in the Basil's fourth quarter. Now what? Now we get a timeout.
I don't know.
Timeout Framingham. Well, we got we'll be over in Westwood on Thanksgiving morning at 10 o'clock.
That's right.
Doing the game.
With all the fixins.
But it won't be like this. We won't have the press box this year.
We won't?
No, I think they're going to. I think they're going to have their own team doing in the press box. So we'll be with those rowdy Holliston fans.
Is that right?
That's what I heard. I don't know.
Well, you hear things.
I don't know if that's true or not.
You hear things and you know things.
Okay.
All right.
Bruce
There's
is
still a chance. Bruce
is going to check it. You see my buddy Jay over there who does the PA announcing. Great guy.
Oh, yeah.
He's Eddie Hunter's wife's cousin, and Eddie played on the Mudville baseball team with us. And he's a really good guy, really nice guy to talk to him. His son's playing this year, and he walked over the field. I'll tell you after this game, after this play here.
First and 27 from the Panther 37. Fabrini to throw over the top.
Oh, he had him open too.
Intended for McCalian.
I get down to the last year. Of course, we had the game in Holliston, Thanksgiving Day game, and I'm walking in, and there's a bunch of Holliston guys there having a cookout, a tailgate, whatever you call it. And so I'm walking by, and someone yelled something at me, something, I don't know, derogatory or whatever. It doesn't matter.
Hey, legend,
yeah.
You're wonderful.
Yeah. And Jay came over, and he yelled at the guy. He said, no, he's one of us. He's a good guy. So he's my boy.
Oh, is Westwood guys tailgating?
Westwood guys tailgating, yeah.
Oh.
But he's a nice guy, and he does a really good job as PA announcer over there in Westwood.
Not better than Carlos.
No. .6:27 left to go in the Basil's fourth.
Third down for the Flyers. Fabrini to throw. Complete to Silva. Oh, no, to another back, number 11. Jamie Colorado. Gets back a big chunk, but it'll bring up a 4th down and 15. We've got a difference of opinion. 3rd down or 4th down. Fabrini to throw. Over the middle, bounces off his intended receiver.
Yeah,
they're going to give the ball to the Panthers.
I'm not quite sure what's going on here.
The guy on the sidelines might have had it wrong. Oh, there's a flag on the play.
Of course. Dead ball. Is that unsportsmanlike against Framingham? So that's going to get some more yardage for Holliston.
.5:32 in the Basil's Pizza and Sub 4th quarter. Panthers come to the line, 1st and 10 from their own 38. McDonald pump fakes down the middle. Intercepted by Silva. Panthers give chase. Finally tackled out of bounds. We believe that's the 3rd interception of the game against Holliston by Vinny Silva, captain for the Flyers. He's talk about being in the right place at the right time.
I'll tell you another thing about Vinny Silva. They got to get him the ball more on offense. He has the ball.
He's running himself out on defense.
He's dangerous. He's really, really good runner.
And his punt return, he's using too much energy. He doesn't have it for offense.
You put him in there with Duarte, and I'm like a thunder and lightning thing. Wow. Okay, so we're back at it with Holliston on defense. 5:17 left to go in the Basil's 4th.
So 1st and 10 for Framingham at the Holliston 13-yard line. Fabrini to throw. Incomplete.
Holliston's, the coverage really isn't there for Holliston. They're getting open. Fabrini's missing them, and he had that one sensational pass on the corner of the end zone at the end of this first half where he didn't miss anybody, but he's just kind of missing these guys. But they're kind of standing out there alone. You got to kind of pick up that defense a little bit. I know you're playing, and that's what it does when you're the safeties and everything, and you got to watch that running all the time with Duarte and whoever else is running the ball. But that opens up the passing game, and you got to play Holliston's now coming over and playing a little tighter. That's what I'd like to see right there.
2nd and 10 for Framingham. Silva on the jet play, corner of the end zone, dives. Touchdown Flyers.
That's what I'm telling you. I put that guy in the backfield. He is good.
Well, they just listened to you, Jay.
Yeah. I mean, I know about Duarte, and we've talked about Duarte a lot, but he's really good. I mean, if he's your second back, you're gonna make some noise. What is he? Is he coming back next year? We know Duarte is. He's probably a senior if he's captain, right?
He's a senior.
Yeah.
Framingham is going to go for 2. New quarterback.
And we got, oh,
No
come
good.
on.
That was number 17, who's not on the program.
$27-7, 5:03 left to go in the ball game. Basil Southern Pizza, fourth quarter, I should say.
It's been all Framingham since it was 7-7.
Yeah, well, they've come out.
Holliston has tried, but it's just been a grind.
It's like, and I know Coach is going to hate me for saying this, but you get
say it.
You get a lot of, well, you know, it's true. You've got so many injuries to some really, really good players that, you know, this is going to happen sometimes. You know, you get down at the second and even the third string in some of these instances, and guys have to play both ways, and it's not an excuse. Not an excuse. But it's a reason why you see sometimes you don't see them, like when you don't have your captains like Matt Gimlet and Austin Rodenheiser there, and
that hurts. Max Murrow takes it at the 23 and returns it over to the 33.
Max, the only remaining captain, and you know we talked about this when we had when we did the preseason Sport View, and you know we talked about how the three captains came over to us and how big they were and how strong they were, and then you know fast and good and really really good football players. You can't just rip players like that away from a team along with other kids and expect everything to remain the same. But again, I'm not going to go on about this because Coach doesn't want me to. So, but that's what happened.
Incomplete.
Holliston trying to figure out what to do here. Framingham is just, especially in the passing game, has played exceptionally well. And like I said, it's not that if I think if Jack was getting a little more time, you could do crossing patterns, because that's how you can mess up these defenses sometimes, whether it's man-to-man or whatever. You can man-to-man coverage. You can get away with it crossing.
2nd and 10 from the 33.
But the flip side of what I was just talking about is that you are getting a lot of kids getting out there with a lot of experience, and that's only going to help the kids and the coaching staff next year.
Kids like to play football.
Absolutely. That's what you're here for.
I love to play football. You love to play football.
Yeah.
3rd down and 10. McDonald to Brannigan. He's tackled right away.
And Brannigan's a senior that's having a really good year. You know, he gives it to you both on offense and defense.
Yeah.
Jake's back to punt.
Silva's back to receive it. Silva takes it at the 27. Dances away from one Panther.
Oh, this is a problem. This is a problem.
Silva up the sidelines. 73-yard punt return by Vinny Silva.
He is special.
Wow, he made that one look easy.
Yeah, he did. Once he got to the outside, he's got great speed. He's got great move back there, and he goes one way and turns around and goes the other way.
Both teams short a player.
Yeah.
Kick is up and good. So 3:52 left in the Basil's Pizza and Sub fourth quarter. Framingham leads Holliston 34-7. An electrifying 73-yard punt return by Vinny Silva, his second touchdown of the game.
When he
does
does
his 3 interceptions.
You know, I talk a lot about on kickoffs. For years, I've talked about how you got to hold your lane in the kickoff and go down there, and you really kind of got to do the same thing on a punt return. But when a ball player like Silva has that kind of talent and can show you one direction, go to the other direction, and then come back and get to the sideline, you know what happens is those lanes break down, and when those lanes break down, and the outside guy chases to the other side, that's when the outside opens up. And you can get down the sideline like that, especially when you have the kind of speed that he has. Go again with the kickoff.
Boxed around. The line drive knocked down by Holliston. That was number 22, Brady Hastings, sophomore. Nice job by him.
Yeah, it is a nice job because it's all you needed was that to bounce off, and the Framingham player would have been right there and recovered it for an onside kick.
I mean, that's the toughest play for an up-front guy when they kick it right at you. Even in a onside kick situation, you want it to go through to the second level.
Yeah. All right, here we go.
New quarterback, Charlie Patrick.
The sophomore comes in. Talked about Charlie a little bit a while ago. And
hands off to Lucas Perez for a gain of 6.
Clock keeps running. 3:25 left to go in the ball game here. Basil's fourth quarter.
Perez bounced it around to the outside. He's got a first down and more.
Nice run by Lucas. We talked about him playing defense.
15-yard gain.
Charlie Patrick, the sophomore, he came in when Tommy Quinn got hurt. And he was really the only backup quarterback, I believe, at the time. Otherwise, they were probably going to have to go to some kind of a wildcat offense. And he came in and did a nice job, settled things down.
Very nice job.
And played very well. And throwing the ball, he does a nice job throwing the ball, too. And, the thing is with a junior like Jack McDonald, and who knows how it plays out next year, you don't know. But if you have those two throwing quarterbacks, one can back up the other. You don't have to have a wildcat offense.
Pitch to Perez.
Nope, tripped up. Now, one of the things, I don't know if we've even talked about it.
Number 1, Benjamin Lou.
I don't know if we've even talked about this. This is real grass field.
Yeah.
This is not plastic.
You can have 3 yards in a cloud of dust.
Yeah, like they say, this is the stuff the horses and cows eat. And sometimes it can be you get in a situation like this. It's night. It can be a little slippery, a little dewy.
There is a different feel between the grass field and the AstroTurf field.
There really is. Even the give, even when you're running, you got to kind of get used to it because it's not as bouncy as the AstroTurf.
Lou to the left. Puts his shoulder down, picks up 5 yards.
Well, we've got a minute here with a minute 15 and the clock still running in the Basil's fourth quarter. I want to thank our guys out here who, Tom Harmon, who's been outside the whole game.
Somebody let him in?
Yeah. And he's done a great job. Thank you so much, Tom. And Bruce Guilfoyle out here who does everything for us, sets everything up and takes care of everything for us inside here.
Lou on third down. No, that's number 26.
I got a couple.
Vishal Ramanathan.
You got
a sophomore.
A couple new players come really hustling in because this will be probably could be the last play of the game, and they're hustling to get in there. They want to get in the game. Seven seconds left. And they're going to give Framingham the ball. And they're going to just let it run out.
Looks like they're going to let him at least take a knee.
Yeah, what they do a lot of times, they tell him he's just going to take the knee. I'm guessing that's what he's going to do with 7 seconds left. 34-7.
That was Aiden
lead.
Brower, number 21 on that last run by Holliston.
And that'll do it.
Does take a knee.
That'll do it.
Well, a big thank you to all of our sponsors, Main Effort Financial, Super Ed, Henry Studios, Central Cafe, Basil's Pizza and Sub, bringing you this wonderful broadcast, even if the result isn't so wonderful for the Panthers.
Yeah, I want to thank our staff here again tonight, Tom Harmon and Bruce Guilfoyle. And we want to thank all of our watchers and listeners on HCAT Hub or Hub HCAT or HCAT. I always get that wrong.
Holliston Hub
and Bruce,
HCAT.
Bruce yell at me, but good job, Tom. And we'll see everybody at 10 o'clock Thanksgiving morning. Good night, everyone.
Good night, everybody.